This is the latest, greatest Specialized Roubaix SL8 Sport road bike for the 2024 season. And in this episode, I will give you the buyer's guide for this bike, and also I will make a comparison between this bike and the Trek Domane SL5 road bike. So, hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. So Specialized has just released their newest Specialized Roubaix SL8 platform, and in this episode I will specifically give you the buyer's guide for the SL8 Sport version with the Shimano 105 group set. So we can kick off with the retail price of this bike. So the retail price is $3,500 US, or as I'm seeing some pricing, approximately 3,000 British pounds. So it's a very interesting price point for this endurance road bike. When you ask yourself, who is this bike for? Well, as I was saying, this is a classical example of endurance road bike, so a bit more relaxed geometry, designed specifically for the long days in the saddle, and definitely to keep you, fresh and relaxed during these long days in the saddle. Okay, Specialized has, in this newest iteration of the Roubaix, made some tweaks to the, of course, carbon fiber frame and the fork, specifically, made them a little bit more aerodynamic, a little bit more lighter, and they have also worked on the carbon fiber seat post and on their front suspension on this bike. Okay, so when you look at the paint schemes on this bike, there are 3 paint schemes to choose from, which is very good. You have this beautiful kind of white paint schemes, birch white paint scheme. Then you have another one which is kind of metallic silver, metallic obsidian paint scheme, and probably my favorite one, which would be this metallic sapphire blue onyx paint scheme. It is absolutely great that you have 3 paint schemes to choose from, because the retail price of this bike is $3,500 US. Okay, now we can dive into the specifications of this bike and really see what are you going to get for your hard-earned money. So let's kick off with the frame and the fork on this bike. So the frame is the carbon fiber Fact 10R carbon fiber frame from Specialized with their threaded bottom bracket, which is absolutely excellent, easy to service, and mechanics will love you. Of course, the frame set comes with 12mm through axles, both front and the back, and also flat mount disc brakes. Immediately moving on to the fork, this is their carbon fiber fork with the flat mount disc brakes. And I will mention here that this fork, the secret sauce is that it comes with the Future Shock 3.1. So this Future Shock 3.1 is a little shock that sits in the head tube of this Roubaix bike, and it can give you 20 millimeters of movement up and down. So basically your handlebar and the stem can move up and down 20 millimeters of motion. It is a very neat and kind of a very good solution from Specialized to get a bit more, absorption of the road bumps with this Future Shock 3.1. Of course, they say in their press releases that they worked a lot on the reliability of the Future Shock, servicing of the Future Shock. I can't comment on that. Probably some mechanics who have worked on this Future Shock can say, how much does it even cost to, let's say, service this unit. One more thing to mention here, Specialized carbon fiber frames come with a lifetime warranty, which is absolutely superb. And also, as you see, all the cables on the bike are partially internally routed. So at the front of the bike, all the cables are out, nothing goes through the head tube, which is absolutely excellent. It's going to be much easier to service. So definitely I applaud Specialized for doing this. All the cables from the shifters, hydraulic disc brakes, they are a bit external, not totally internal cables. Okay, now we can talk about the group set on this bike. So what are you getting? So shifters, front mech and the rear mech, everything is Shimano 105 mechanical group set. So this is the latest 12-speed group set from Shimano. There are 7100 group set. Superb, no complaints here. It's going to work perfectly fine. Shimano is still the master when it comes to the mechanical group sets. Also, the chainrings on this bike, 50-34 chainrings, Shimano 105 chainrings, paired with the Shimano 105 12-speed cassette, 1136 cassette. So you have a huge range of gears at 1136 cassette and 50-34 chainrings. And also I will mention here that the chain is a Shimano 105 12-speed chain. So definitely no cutting corners. It is a full Shimano 105 group set, and of course paired with the Shimano's BSA threaded bottom bracket. Again, superb choice. It's going to be easy to service. Now, when you look at some of the smaller components on the cockpit, like the handlebar and the stem, so handlebar is a classical specialized aluminum handlebar with 120 millimeters of drop, and also the stem, aluminum stem. They call it now the future stem, probably because of the future shock. So classical combination, aluminum handlebar, aluminum stem, nothing proprietary here, easy to upgrade, replace in the future, easy to adjust your position on the bike, all good. Saddle is the Specialized Body Geometry saddle, Power Sport saddle. These specialized body geometry saddles are very good in my opinion, but again, if you don't like this saddle, because saddles are a personal preference, it is very easy to replace it and upgrade. And also I forgot to mention that the seat post is the S-Works carbon fiber seat post, and Specialized also mentions here that they worked a lot on kind of the vibration damping, vibration absorption of this seat post, and also the seat post can flex a little bit to the back. I'm not so sure how many millimeters, but again, something I would say a similar solution like you have seen on the Canyon Endurace road bike. So again, it's going to contribute to the absorption of some of the smaller road bumps. Now let's look at the wheels and the tires on this bike. So the wheel set is the aluminum wheel set, which will probably weigh somewhere around, I would say, 1,800, 1,900 grams. And it is comprised of the DT Swiss G540 aluminum rims, which have a 24 millimeters internal width. They are tubeless ready, but you will need to convert the wheel into a tubeless one. So tubeless valve, tubeless tape, tubeless sealant, you need to get it your own. And this wheel set comes with the specialized sealed bearing hubs. And also I will mention that the spokes on the wheel set are from DT Swiss Champion spokes. So all in, pretty classical aluminum wheel set. I'm not expecting anything special here, as I was saying, about 1,800, 1,900 grams for this wheel set. And of course, this is always a good kind of opportunity in the future to upgrade some of the parts if you really want. And this wheel set is wrapped in the Specialized S-Works Mondo tires. So 32 millimeter tires front and the back, excellent out of the box, so a lot of air volume, smooth bike ride. And this frame and the fork can take up to 40 millimeter tires, I believe, 38 or 40 millimeter tires, and so definitely you have some space in the future if you want to upgrade these tires to a bit more air volume, because again, more air volume, definitely smoother bike ride. I forgot to mention the braking system on the bike, hydraulic disc brakes, Shimano 105 level, front and the back, 160 millimeter braking rotors front and the back, and as I'm seeing, some kind of basic Shimano's RT64 braking rotors. Again, in the future, when you destroy these braking rotors, it is worth upgrading to the Shimano, for example, Ultegra braking rotors, or you can also use Shimano's braking rotors from the mountain bike world, for example, Shimano SLX XT braking rotors. The total weight of this bike in size 56 is 9 kilograms, or to be precise, Specialized is claiming 9.07 kilograms. So with the pedals, let's call it 9.3 kilograms, which is a very competitive, bike weight for these endurance road bikes, especially because it comes with this future shock, which, contributes a bit to the bike weight. And as I was saying, when you look at this Specialized Roubaix SL8 Sport version with retail price of $3,500 US, I just quickly went to see the Trek Domane SL5 Generation 4 bike, which has a retail price of also $3,500 US dollars. And it's an interesting comparison because with this Trek Domane SL5, of course, carbon fiber frame and fork from Trek with lifetime warranty. and they have this ISO-speed decoupler at the back, which is their, secret sauce, where the seat tube moves independently of the top tube and the seat stays. Superb, neat solution, and of course, Trek Domane is probably, in my opinion, still one of the most comfortable bikes on the market, endurance road bikes. And this bike, comes with the Shimano's 105 mechanical group set also, but this is the older version. This is the 11-speed mechanical group set. And also I will mention here that the classical aluminum wheel set from kind of Bontrager and hydraulic disc brakes on the Shimano 105 level. So a very similar build, but using older version of the Shimano 105 mechanical group set. So, and they are also, Trek is asking, $3,500 from this Domane SL5 road bike. And also the weight of this bike in size 56, I believe, is around 9 kilograms. Let me just double check. So it is, I think I saw somewhere the technical specifications, but again, I believe it is around 9 kilograms for this bike. Again, adding pedals on top of it. Oh, it is 8.93 kilograms. Okay, 9 kilograms, adding pedals 9.3 kilograms. So it's absolutely the same kind of bike weight in the size 56 as the Specialized version. So I gotta say that, considering that with the Specialized Roubaix SL8 Sport, you are getting the latest Shimano 105 mechanical group set, which is a 12-speed group set, for $3,500. I think in this case, Specialized has done a very good job with a very competitive bike price, and you should definitely, shortlist this bike if you are in the market for an endurance road bike. Of course, you also have to consider the Canyon bikes, Canyon Endurace, their SLX level of the bikes, but they don't offer yet any Shimano 105 mechanical version for the US market as far as I am aware, so you will probably have to wait a little bit. So all in, a very good job from Specialized, a very competitive price, so definitely, go ahead and shortlist this bike. So this is going to be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, keep on watching, keep on liking, and as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Cheers!